Man, I'm so excited to be back in the zone and be here in Kidzone. Hey, what's this? $10? Oh, someone must have lost this. Well, you know what they say: finders keepers, losers weepers. You know what I could buy with this? I could spend it towards that video game I've been saving up for, or I could buy a round of mini golf and have some fun, or I could buy a single drink at Starbucks. Oh, but someone lost this. What if they're feeling really sad because they lost this? They were saving up for something too. It wouldn't be right for me to keep it. Maybe I should give it back. Oh, I should definitely give it back. That's the right thing to do, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, no, if we find it, yes, Mrs. Anderson, if we find it, we'll certainly let you know. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure she's upset. Yeah. Okay, right.
Oh, what happened?
Morning. Well, that's Mrs. Anderson. Amanda was here at Super Church on Sunday, and she lost $10. So we need to keep our eye open for it. If you see it anywhere around, Aaron, or if I see it, I'm gonna let her know.
Well, I think I found it.
Oh, you did find it?
Yeah.
Oh, where was it?
It was just sitting on the ground here.
Well, that's got to be it then.
Yeah.
Oh, well, great. And I'm so glad you want to give it back.
Oh, I knew it was the right thing to do.
Oh, it is whenever something like that belongs to somebody else. I know. Well, I'm glad you weren't tempted to spend it on yourself or something like that. Anyway, yeah, kids, good to have you here. This is the Kidzone Vol.50.
That's a lot of volumes.
That is. Stack them all up. Anyway, glad that you're here today, kids. It's going to be great. Hi, boys and girls. Yeah, welcome to the zone. That's right. And it is Volume 50. That's right. And it's good to have you here. I'm Pastor Emerson, and he is Pretty Bird. He is Pretty Bird. Actually, he is Vern the Bird. Right, Vern? And I just want to... No, I'm not laughing at you, Vern. No, that's okay. Anyway, it's great to have you here. And I just wanted to share with you a story from, it's a very important story. It's about a man named Zacchaeus. I say, yes, Zacchaeus. Yeah, yeah, that's right. And maybe you're familiar with the story. Anyway, it takes place in the city of Jericho. And Zacchaeus, right, was a very, very wealthy man. Rich, yeah, he was. And he was also a mean, greedy man. Yeah, he was. He wasn't very nice. He was a tax collector, but he wasn't honest. He would take more money than was due for the taxes. That's right. Vern, he would do that. And so what happened was, this one day in Jericho, and he heard that Jesus was coming his way. Jesus was in town. Good thing. It was a good thing, yeah. And of course, he wanted to see Jesus because he'd heard about this man. Now, what happened was there was a whole crowd of people that were around Jesus. And Zacchaeus, he found Jesus all right, but he couldn't see him. No glasses? No, his eyes were okay. But Zacchaeus actually was a short man. He wasn't very tall. Hello, Zacchaeus, are you down there? Well, something like that, yeah. He was short. So he wanted so badly to see Jesus that he got an idea. That's right, He saw a sycamore tree, and he thought to himself, I'll climb the tree. You know the story. Okay, so that's what he did. He said, I'm going to climb up this tree. And he did that. He went up. Wow, I see you, Zach. That's right. He was up in the tree. And Jesus, amongst all the crowd of people that was there, he spotted Zacchaeus up there in that tree. And he looked at him. And he said, Zacchaeus! Hey, get out of that tree before you fall. No, he didn't say that. No, he said, Zacchaeus, I want you to come down. And Zacchaeus was so surprised because Jesus knew his name. And so Zacchaeus, well, he came down out of the tree, and you know what? Jesus said to him, hey, I'm going over to your house for dinner. Yeah, so that's where they went. Burger King. No, they didn't go to Burger King. They went to Zacchaeus' house, and they had dinner together. And you know what happened? Wow. They had a good meal. I hope it wasn't chicken. No, it wasn't a bird. But what they did, they had dinner together, but more importantly, Jesus, well, he came into the life of Zacchaeus, and Zacchaeus was changed from a greedy, miserable man to a big, tall man. No, he didn't get any taller, but he was completely different and changed in the inside, which is important. Hello. No, yeah. Anyway, so where was I? Dinner. Oh, yeah, right, thanks. So after dinner, well, you know what? They had a big, long talk, and Zacchaeus, invited Jesus into his heart and life. It was incredible. And you know, we'll find out a little bit more about that, kids, right after we get to today's power verse. And Aaron is here with us again. There he is. There he is. All right, are you ready, Aaron? And here's a power verse.
Pastor Emerson, great to be back here in the zone. This week, I have another very important power verse for you. So I want you to listen closely. Are you ready? Good. Here it is. Happy are those whose greatest desire is to do what God requires them. God will satisfy them fully. Matthew 5:6. I told you it was a great verse, didn't I? Okay, now I want you to say it with me. Nice and loud, right where you are. Here we go, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy are those whose greatest desire is to do what God requires. God will satisfy them fully. Matthew 5:6. This verse comes from what we call the Beatitudes, or special sayings of Jesus. The Beatitudes explain how to be blessed. Blessed means truly happy. Some people think that money or having lots of friends or power will make them happy. But Jesus wants his listeners to know how they can be truly happy. Okay, I want us to repeat this one more time, all together and loud on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy are those whose greatest desire is to do what God requires. God will satisfy them fully. Matthew 5:6. That's such a great verse, and thank you for saying that with me.
Well, thank you very much, Aaron. That was great. That is a good verse. It really is. Good one to get right down there in your heart. And again, good to have you here in the zone. It really is. And you know what? I was going to just explain a little bit more about what happened to Zacchaeus and what we had heard, but I just got word that Buzz Baxter, from Zion Direct News, he has caught up with Zacchaeus over by his house, I guess it is. And anyway, we're going to go there live right now, and Buzz is going to talk to Zacchaeus. So let's do that right now.
This is Buzz Baxter reporting from the scene from Zion Direct News, where you get all the news that is news. We are now at the scene of the home of a very rich tax collector, Zacchaeus. So, Mr. Zacchaeus, you said you had a very interesting encounter with a man named Jesus. Can you tell our viewers at home all about this encounter?
I certainly can. Yes, it was quite the encounter, all right. It was, well, here we're in the city of Jericho here, and I heard that Jesus was coming my way, and I thought, I'd heard a lot about this man. Heard about his teachings and things that he had done, and I was intrigued. Just a little curious what's going on here. So I thought, I'm going to go see this man. So I found a big crowd of people. They gathered around him, and he was talking and teaching and healing. It was just a lot going on there. So I tried to see him. Now, you may not notice, but I'm a little bit shorter than other people. And so what I did was, I thought, I can't see him from the crowd of people. So then I noticed a tree, a sycamore tree. I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to climb that tree. And that's what I did. I got up there. It took a little effort, but I got up in there. Oh, I could see him really well then, and I could hear him. You know what happened next? He looked up to me. He said, he knew my name. He said, Zacchaeus. I said, yes. He said, come on down out of that tree. Well, I thought he was upset. He's upset with me because I went and climbed a tree. Might fall, might hurt myself. So I came down out of the tree, and he said, Zacchaeus, I'm coming over to your house for supper tonight.
What?
Yeah. He doesn't even know me, but he knew my name, and he said, I'm coming over. Get dinner ready. I'm going to come to your house. Now, here's what happened. Some of the other people started grumbling because, well, I'm not that popular with people. I must admit, a little greedy. I've taken a lot of money. I'm a tax collector, and people were saying, what's he going to do, going over to his house? But that's what he did. He came to my house. We had dinner together. I don't know how to describe it other than it was just a life-changing experience.
So, would you think the food is amazing?
No, well, the food was good, yeah. No, it's what Jesus said. And not even his words, but just the way he was and the way he reached out to me. Changed my life.
Do you hear that, viewers at home? Amazing. Now, Mr. Zacchaeus, it is no secret that you are a very rich man, and you gained those riches by taxing people more than what they should have been taxed. In fact, you have been called one of the most powerful and greedy Jewish men in all of history. Is that true, and will that continue?
Well, if you'd talked to me 2 days ago, I would have denied all that, and I would have said, no, nothing's changing. But I have changed, and it's absolutely true. I got to admit, I am wealthy, and I got a lot of that wealth through overtaxing people. If they owed me, the government, $200, I charged them $400 and kept the balance. And that's how I've gained my wealth. But I'm ashamed of it now. I never was before, but I am, and I'm going to make it right. I am. I'm going to give back. I just am a changed man.
Can you tell us exactly what has changed?
Well, yes, I can. It's kind of hard to explain. I look the same, I wear the same good clothes, and yes, I'm still living in the nice house, but it's inside. That's where I've changed. It's my heart. That's how I guess you could call it that. My heart has changed. I suddenly have a conscience. I suddenly care about people. I suddenly have this, I guess they call it love. I never thought I could have that, but I do. I know what it is. It's a love for Jesus and a love for other people.
You hear that, folks at home? Jesus changed this greedy tax collector. Is it true that you plan to give back some of the money that you overcharged people? And what would you like to tell our viewers at home?
It is true. I'm going to give back. I got my ledgers out. I'm getting ready to go through them all. I'm going to repay everything that I overtaxed and took, and I can't live with myself unless I do that. And here's what I would like to say to everybody watching today. Number one, our actions can hurt other people. They can, and I know mine did. Number two, we need to apologize to those people. We need to make it right. And number three, we need to come to Jesus. You need to receive him into your heart and life like I did, and you'll be changed, and changed for the better.
Well, that was quite an interesting encounter, Zacchaeus. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to meet with us today. I'm Buzz Baxter reporting from Zion Direct News, where you get all the news that is news. And I'll be on the lookout for the next big story. Back to your broadcast.
All right, Buzz Baxter, Zion Direct News. Well, kids, now we know what actually happened to Zacchaeus. A major change in his life from being greedy and mean and miserable to a man who wants to help people. Yeah, that's what Jesus does when he gets in your life. Yeah, he gets you so you can help people. And that brings us to our big idea. Big idea. And this is what it is. See it right there, kids? Bad habits are hard to break. God's help is there to take. That's true. God will help us with those bad habits that we can get into. Let's look at it again, okay? Bad habits are hard to break. God's help is there to take. One more time. Maybe you want to say it with me. Can we do that? 1, 2, 3. Bad habits are hard to break. God's help is there to take. Well, that's it for our 50th volume of Kidzone. And thank you so much for joining us. And, you just be blessed. And remember, let's help others. Can we do that? Yes. I'm Pastor Emerson. We'll talk to you next time.